Hey guys, this is Ramon from Modern. Thank you guys for joining me today. As always, please like, subscribe, and share the channel. I was inspired by a challenge that was posted in one of the Facebook groups that I belong to. It's a photography-centered Facebook group. And the challenge was to share an embarrassing moment that happened to you as a photographer. This moment happened recently when I was on a shoot, and it was a camera malfunction, and it caught me off guard because my camera has been pretty reliable up to this point. It hasn't really given me any strange errors. So I have been shooting on EOS R for like the past year, and when I'm doing portrait photo shoots, I combine that camera, the EOS R, with the Tamron 85 1.8, and it's been really rock solid. So when this malfunction happened, totally caught me off guard. So it was, lucky enough, it was towards the end of the photo shoot, and I was snapping photos, and out of nowhere I received this error message, and I'll flash the error message in the B-roll of this video. But it really tripped me out. I was, because there's so many things you have to worry, you have to give direction to the model's looking for direction from you, and so once this happens, it trips you out, it freezes you up. And I'm new to taking portraits, so this was kind of like a new thing, but I'd been taking portraits since the beginning of this year. And I tried to, as anybody would do, take out the battery, turn it off and off, change out the lens, unscrew the lens and try to screw it back on. Nothing was working. And since it was towards the end, I decided just to call it right then and there. Yeah, very embarrassing. The model wasn't embarrassed. It was me, myself, that was, it felt like having egg on my face or something on my tie. And it was just something that I wish I had some foresight. I always hear about having a backup camera, and for a while I kind of put that off, but it's probably going to be something I'm going to pursue later down the line. The funny thing is, once I got back home, once I switched to a different lens, the camera began working properly. So I think it had to do with something to do with maybe having dust on the back of the lens, or something that happened. I actually wiped down my 85 f1.8, the Tamron lens, and tried it again, began working. So definitely something to consider if you're taking photos, you're shooting portraits. Just maybe have a backup camera body that's kind of like the same type of model, or same type of camera body model as the one you currently use, and so that there won't be that much of a difference. So my checklist for my next photo shoot is going to definitely include having a separate lens, and if possible, a separate camera body just in case, and also including a microfiber cloth, just in case to wipe down. We'd been having some really hot weather in the Bay Area, so I wonder if that maybe played a factor. And also, it's been like at least 5 months since I shot a portrait, so it definitely tells me that even though I'm not shooting portraits or have like some big long layoff, to always keep inspecting your gear, always double check and make sure your gear is clean, and just to make sure, just add that checklist, just like that checklist before the shoot, that you give everything a wipe down. But always having a backup plan is definitely something that I've learned is very necessary when you're working with people and you're out there. You don't want to come off as, if that happened at the beginning of my shoot, I would have been really bummed out. But I'm happy that I got some really great photos out of the shoot, even though I had to end it a little bit early. So that was my embarrassing photography moment that I just wanted to share with you guys. Again, luckily it wasn't too bad. But whether you are a photographer or whether you are the subject being photographed photographed. I'd really love to know your stories of embarrassing photography moments that you've had. Please share them in the comments below. So finally, I would like to say thank you for joining me on today's episode. As always, please like, subscribe, and share the channel. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.